All right, we're moving on up the pyramid. We've done real estate today. We have prepared, we've related, we've discovered, so we could bring them houses. The next stage happens once we're under contract. So everything up to this point is leading to going under contract. When you go under contract, you are now in that advocate phase. I also call it advise because we're advisors, but it's when the transaction is actually happening. So now you're under contract. There's a few things that I think are important once you're under contract. This is really where we leverage the execute tightly piece, right? What comes to mind when you think of things I want to make sure I do once we're under contract?
I think instantly too, your client shouldn't be asking you, okay, what's next?
Exactly.
You should always have next steps, whether that be initially earnest money and inspection.
Yep.
So being able to advise them on, yes, you should probably get an inspection,
Yeah. And do it all. Do sewer, do radon.
Whatever you need to do. Yeah.
Spend the extra $200.
Yep.
Like we're making a big purchase here.
Yeah.
You should be the voice of confidence, assurance, peace, reason. Let's talk about buyer's remorse for a hot second.
Yeah.
Have you ever had it where you get someone under contract and the next day they're like, I think I made a huge mistake? Like that can happen, right?
Yeah.
So there's a few things you can do to minimize that. One, take them off their searches. Stop any auto searches that you have set up for them so they're not seeing the grass that they think is greener over the fence. Prep them for it. Sometimes I love to encourage my clients to, once they're pretty serious, as long as it's not crazy competitive, to take a night and sleep on it. I always say, hey guys, that's a big decision. I want you to think about it, have a glass of wine, talk about it, go to sleep, and pay attention to what your gut says first thing in the morning. Now, that usually tells you quite a bit.
And that usually takes away the buyer's remorse the day after.
Totally. Because
They've
now
already gone through it.
Now they've gone through it almost as if they had gone under contract, but haven't, and you're kind of testing the waters. If they're like, yeah, we're not sure, then lean into that. Don't force a house on people. That's where terminations come in. So set expectations, execute tightly. When I asked him a couple years ago, what would he describe his secret sauce of real estate? He said two things. One was save people money or make people money and then become your client for life. The second, he says, under promise and over deliver every opportunity you can. And this happens in the under contract phase a ton. So under promise, over deliver through inspection, right? Through just how it's going to look and feel, how there's so much that goes into it. And then when you're on top of it all and walking them through it along with your TC, they're gonna be like, I thought you said this was gonna be really brutal. No, I mean, it is for most people, but we've got it dialed, and also leverage the success and quality of your team. We've got incredible transaction team that make sure that we dot every I and cross every T. So when you're under contract, that is where you earn your badge of advisor because you're going to be doing the negotiation. You're going to be handling things, giving them confidence. Keep the communication going. Just like you said in the beginning, they should not be coming to you saying, where are we now?
Yep.
Tell them what to expect before it happens so that when it happens, they are not surprised by it.
Yeah. If somebody asks you what's next, you're toast.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So that's advocate or advise when the transaction's happening.